Graduates, you may be seated. Today's ceremony is Clearwater High School's 112th commencement exercise. I want to welcome all of you, those present here today and those viewing through live stream Wichita. So we appreciate them being here to live stream this for us. If anyone is looking for that link, they can go to the district website, usd264.org, and it's right there on the front page. We gathered today to recognize the accomplishments of 80 Clearwater High School graduates. Will everyone please rise at this time, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, as performed by our senior vocal students and the Clearwater High School Blue Notes, under the direction of Angela Rodarmer.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
You may be seated. That anthem that was just performed is truly special because it honors our great country. And it also gives us one last chance to hear these awesome kids sing. Thank you, guys. Today's performance is special in one more way because it's been well over a year that our music director, Angela Rodarmer, has been able to direct our students live and in person. You see, she's missed this entire year, mostly in Kansas City, with her leukemia treatments and her stem cell transplant. Angela, I speak for everybody here when I say, welcome home. I truly hope you have felt the love and support from this senior class from our school and our community. The senior vocal students, along with the Blue Notes, will now perform a senior song, You're Gonna Miss This, directed by Isla Phelps. Ms. Phelps stepped in and did a wonderful job this school year.
staring out the window of that SUV, complaining, saying, I can't wait to turn 18. She said, I'll make my own money and I'll make my own rules. Mama put the car in park out there in front of the school. She kissed her head, said I was just like you. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times. So take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. Before she knows it, she's a brand new bride in a one-bedroom apartment, and her daddy stops by. Tells her it's a nice place. She says it'll do for now. Starts talking about babies and buying a house. Then he shakes his head and says, "Baby, just slow down. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times. So take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. 5 years later, there's a plumber working on the water heater. Dogs barking, phones ringing. One kid's crying, one kid's screaming, and she keeps apologizing. Says they don't bother me. I've got 2 babies of my own. One's 36, one's 23. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times. So take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. You're gonna miss this. Yeah, you're gonna miss this.
As we complete this unique COVID year, there are a few groups that I would like to acknowledge. First of all, this group sitting right in front of us, our seniors. We knew going into this school year that there were going to be challenges that none of us had ever faced before. We knew that if we were going to have a good school year, we needed strong leadership from our students, from our seniors. That's exactly what you guys gave us. I'm thankful for that. Because we just didn't have a good school year. We had a great school year because of your leadership. So thank you, seniors, very much. I appreciate that. Another reason for the success of this school year is due to the leadership and guidance provided by the folks seated on the stage behind me. Our superintendent of schools, Mr. Chris Cooper, along with the Board of Education, made tough decision after tough decision all year long that allowed our students and teachers the opportunity to be in school all day, every day, with the option of remote learning for those that were not comfortable with that. I am so appreciative that we were able to be in school in person. And Mr. Cooper and Board of Education, thank you for that. We are blessed with talented and caring teaching and staff here at Clearwater High School. Many of our teachers are here today. Many are watching on the live stream to allow space for others. The teachers and staff deserve our appreciation for working through so many additional COVID challenges this year, and I'm so grateful for their service. Through all the new protocols, the social distancing, not being able to see kids' face, all those things that we've worked through this year, not a single teacher complained. They just showed up every day and did the very best they can to serve our kids. Teachers, you'll forever have my respect and gratitude. Thank you. And an unsung hero here at Clearwater High School. I want to thank the leadership provided by Mr. Heath Elliott to Clearwater High School and to our district, especially these last 14 months during the COVID. We all know that Heath Elliott's a tireless worker with a passion to help guide students, coaches, teachers, and sponsors to be the best they can be. He never asks for anything for himself. He just wants to serve others. And it's apparent each and every day. Mr. Elliott, I very much enjoyed being your teammate here at CHS, and your dedicated work is greatly appreciated. Each year, the graduating class selects a person special to them to give their commencement address. The class of 2021 has selected their English and college writing teacher, Mr. Seth Rowe, for that honor. In addition to teaching a full class load, Mr. Rowe also serves as assistant volleyball coach. He's one of our middle school basketball coaches, and he serves on several committees there for our school. He's taught a total of 21 years, and he's finishing his first year here at Clearwater High School. To be bestowed this honor by a class in your first year of teaching at a school truly tells you the impact that he's had on this class. Great choice, seniors. With much appreciation and respect, it's an honor to introduce an outstanding teacher in person, Mr. Seth Rowe.
You look good. Family, friends, guests, faculty, board, administration, honored graduates. It is a distinct privilege to address you this afternoon. Class of 2021. You're special, but you know that already. On the courts, the field, the track, the classroom, the shop, the stage, you've won awards, you've earned certificates, you've hung banners, you've set records. You've earned the accolades and the praise with talent and hard work. Now, someday, some of you are going to hear someone say, big fish in a little pond. And they're going to use other idioms like, you're in over your head, you're out of your depth. And the implication is going to be that somehow your successes and achievements are diminished because of geography, because they happen in a small town in rural Kansas. They're wrong. Success and depth of experience is not determined by geography. I've titled my remarks today, Facing the Future Without Fear, How Friends, Family, Faith, and Fight Can Leave You Past 5 Fathoms Deep. Now, I may have overdid it slightly with the alliteration, but you know who I am. Full Fathom 5 is from Shakespeare's The Tempest. It's delivered by a spirit to Prince Ferdinand when he believes his father has drowned. And it's come to symbolize the challenges of life and loss. Now, I'm a capable swimmer. I learned to swim when I was young. I was on the swim team. I served as a lifeguard in high school. I took my first trip to the Pacific Ocean when I was in high school. And immediately on entering the water, I began to play a game with myself. And I would swim out a little ways, and then I would submerge until my feet felt the bottom. And I continued to do this until I was about 100 feet from the shallows. And I found a shelf. And suddenly, I realized that wherever the bottom was, I couldn't find it. I was in water deeper than I had ever been in before. But I wasn't afraid. I knew how to swim. And I knew that the same strokes that I had learned in that little pool in my hometown were going to serve me just as well in the Pacific Ocean. And the same is true for you. You're heading off to deeper water. Going out and getting a job is deeper water than being in high school. Going to college is deeper water. Starting your own business is deeper water. Finding someone that you want to begin a life and a family with, the water doesn't get much deeper than that. And there's going to be unplanned challenges and obstacles. Nobody plans a heart attack or disease or the loss of a relationship or a job. But these things happen right here in Clearwater just like they do everywhere. And you have had people who love you, who have modeled for you how to navigate rough waters. And you can swim. Look, what I'm trying to say is going to be more memorable if I sing it to you. And I have enlisted the help of someone who told me the other day that she has loved many of you since you've been kindergartners. And she also knows a little bit about facing adversity with family, faith, and fight. So, let me sing. Sorry about that. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I feel myself
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself. I'm up the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never leave the ground. Push through the surface where they can't hurt us. Far from the shallow now.
In the shallows, in the shallows. shallows, in the shallows, we're far from the shallows now. Many times for you, but never in front of you. I'm going to pray for you. Heavenly Father, as they step off into deep waters, I just ask that you to remind them, just as you did Peter, to keep their eyes on you. Ask these things in your name. Amen. Thank you, Cedars.
Okay, that was pretty amazing. I would now ask the salutatorians to come to the stage. To be eligible for consideration for valedictorian or salutatorian, students must complete the challenging Kansas Scholars curriculum as set by the Kansas Board of Regents. This year's salutatorians are Christian Hastings, Ethan Kunkel, and Ashley Stimpson. Each of these students will share a few thoughts on graduation.
Thank you, Mr. Mellon, and thank you everyone who helped put on this wonderful event. And thank you all of the hard work you guys have put in throughout the years for us. Mother Teresa once said, "Yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin." Let us begin our journey today. Remember to take each day one day at a time and make the best of it. Do something today that will make tomorrow better than yesterday. We have all worked hard to get here today with the love and support of our family, friends, and all of our teachers along the way. Thank you to all of them. Congratulations, class of 2021. I wish you the best of luck one day at a time.
As most of my classmates know, and the rest of you will soon learn, whenever I get the opportunity to choose what I get to speak about, I always find a way to talk about cattle. Growing up around cattle has taught me many life lessons, and there have been some that have stuck with me that I would like to share. I offer the class of 2021, their family, and friends the best advice I can provide for you today. Always work for greener grass. Cattle will always walk the extra mile to find greener grass. So I advise we all do the same. Keep working hard and pushing yourself the extra mile to find what makes you happy. Find the greener grass. Know when to turn your back to weather the storm. Cattle don't go hide when the weather gets bad. They turn their back into the wind and ride the storm out. Times will get tough and we will have our ups and downs. So stand strong and don't hide from the challenges. Weather the storm. Always look for the hole in the fence. There's always that one cow that finds the hole in the fence. Be the person that always finds a way to create your own path, make your own opportunities, be proud of yourself, and find the hole in the fence. I never expected to learn life lessons from cattle, but what I have learned is that the life lessons you don't expect are the ones that stick. As we move on to whatever the future holds for us, always remember one thing: live your life like a cow. Thank you.
Throughout all of my years in the Clearwater District, I've been able to call many my friend, whom I share great memories with. Today is the last one we all get to create and share together, so take a look at the person sitting next to you. For some of you, you may never know when you'll see this person again, but regardless, cherish this moment. I've had the great privilege of being a part of every single graduate's life here today, whether it was a personal friendship or through school activities. I took pictures for the yearbook at everything from sporting events to just in the classroom. Being able to grow together through everything we've been through has been a true gift. I know there isn't anything this class can't do, and I'm excited to see where life takes us all. With that, congratulations to class of 2021.
The class valedictorians will now come to the stage. Each of these students has maintained a perfect 4.0 grade point average during the high school career while completing the difficult curriculum mentioned earlier. This year's valedictorians in order will be Gracie Childs, Abby Hutchinson, Avery Shell, Parker Stevens, and Richard Wolf.
Good afternoon, everyone. We've got a lot of people left to speak, so I'll keep this short. I moved to Clearwater in 8th grade 5 years ago, and I didn't come willingly. I was excited to go to a big high school, excited not to stand out and just get high school over with, and I didn't think I would ever find my place in a small town of 2,423 people back in 2016. It took a couple years, but finally I found my place, and like it or not, I didn't just get high school over with. That's what Clearwater High School does to you, because in a class of 80, it's hard not to stand out. The teachers and staff don't let anyone go unnoticed. Every morning, I can expect a good morning, Gracie, from Mr. Mellon, and before COVID-19, a fist bump from Mr. Elliott came with that. From the never-ending support of the staff to the tight-knit community of the students, everyone makes a mark. I remember the day, sophomore year, when I decided I was going to make the most out of the rest of these 4 years, get out of my shell, and have some fun. I've spent the last 4 years growing and changing as a person and watching my classmates grow up right alongside me. Here in Clearwater, I found my family, my friends, and my future, and I ended up having a lot of fun too. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Clearwater High, class of 2021, friends, family, and staff. I'm honored to be standing here before you today and thank each individual who has shown us along this path called high school. Most of you know that I've always worked hard to keep my grades up, and oftentimes I struggled a lot. Mr. Schmidt, you know what I mean. I would spend countless hours on my homework and studies. However, as I continued to get straight A's, it finally occurred to me that I would have to be giving a speech in front of all of you. A couple of B's started to sound pretty nice. All jokes aside, it truly does frighten me to speak in front of so many people, which leads me to this. I've never longed to be the center of attention. I never minded others wanting that or desiring that. I, for one, honestly really enjoy celebrating others. But I've had multiple accomplishments throughout my life, and especially throughout my high school career, as have all of you. Now that we're all here in cap and gown, I guess you could say we did all right. I've been celebrated a couple times and have appreciated the love that people have poured over me. But there's only one thing that I can truly say brings me satisfaction. It's no huge party like the ones we're about to have or have already had. It's not the balloons or cake or money, although that is much appreciated. Though I love all of those things, nothing compares to this. When I do something incredible, when I accomplish something that once seemed impossible, I hear my Heavenly Father say to me, "Well done, my child, my good and faithful one." So class of 2021, I say to you, well done.
Good afternoon, students and staff of CHS, and friends and family of our graduates. Every year, when a freshman first walks through these halls during freshman orientation, they give you a piece of paper, and it's called What Every Freshman Should Know. It's a list compiled of advice and tips from upperclassmen to help the freshmen get along. I remember skimming through that list. There's some random ones in there. I remember specifically reading, at some point you will fall down the stairs. Weird, right? Not weird. The first day of school, I fell down the stairs. All I could think was, wow, this is gonna be a long 4 years. But it wasn't long enough. Every day, I wish there was more memories to come, but we're making our last high school memories right now. My time in this building was full of the kinds of memories I wish you all to make, but my memories weren't always in affiliation with the school part of things. They were mostly the extracurricular activities and what came with them. Playing catchphrase with the cross-country team before a meet for hours, going to IHOP at 1 a.m. with the cast and crew of the musical, singing Taylor Swift songs at the top of our lungs on the way back home from a Christmas concert. It had nothing to do with where I had to be and everything to do with where I chose to be involved. Speaking of involved, have you met this senior class? These guys are amazing. We're involved in so many things, and we're such a well-rounded class that I'm so proud of us. This class is filled with some of the most determined, competitive, creative, and politically active people I have ever known. It seems we live in a world where everything is heading in one direction, or maybe two partisan directions, but I challenge you to go in one direction, yours. I challenge you to utilize the individual liberty we all have, the right to be yourself, the right to pursue virtue, and to be your own brand. The series of unfortunate events we like to call 2020 was quite the welcome to adulthood for us seniors. But if anyone can handle it, it's these guys, so bring it on.
Don't expect this to be good or anything, because I did this last minute like the majority of my assignments. It's not very long either, but as Tyler the Creator said, I think I'm cool and that's all that matters. I want to begin by saying thank you to my friends, family, and teachers for helping me through this whole experience. I couldn't have done it without any of you. The last thing I would like to say is, as sleepiest in the class, I can say there are many places that make for a good nap in the school. Thanks for listening, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
When Mr. Mellon informed the group of valedictorians and salutatorians that we'd be delivering a speech on graduation day, they emphasized that we should be sincere but brief. With me being the last speaker, I'll be sure to keep my words brief, no matter how long it may take. I'm very excited and grateful to be here today with everyone, and I'm excited to see what the future has in store for all of us. I've been blessed with many words of wisdom throughout my life, and I'd like to share 3 that have stood out the most. Number 1, the 1-second rule. And no, I'm not talking about dropping food. It only takes 1 second to forever change your life. This could be deciding to take a job or make an investment. In a split second, your life can change drastically. The issue is, it also goes the other way. It can take just 1 second and one slip up, and suddenly you can be injured or impaired for the rest of your life. Make decisions with forethought. Number 2, the bare minimum. A wise man once said, if it's worth doing right. Don't put the minimal amount of effort into something. In every situation I've ever been in, it has always been worth it to have patience and take the extra time to do something right. And finally, number 3, luck. Man, I hate the word luck. There is no such thing as luck. Luck is simply where preparation meets opportunity. You always hear people saying that someone is lucky after they do something great. What nobody sees is the painstaking months and years that the person spends preparing for an opportunity for them to seize. Don't think of it as luck, think of it as preparation. These are just some things that I live by and will continue to live by as I move into the next stage of my life. I wish all of you the best of preparation and opportunities, and I'm so very thankful for all of the experiences that I've had here at Clearwater High School. Thank you.
Outstanding job, guys. Okay, at this time, if you would please direct your attention to the back wall, we are going to view the senior slide presentation. Many hours of work by Mr. Brock Toothaker. Brock, please stand. Brock, please stand.
May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa, may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa, or may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. Oh, I want you to have it all you can imagine. Oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, 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 raise your glasses. Go, 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 you can have it all. I toast you, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all.
Will you count me in? I've been awake for a while now. You got me feeling like a child now. 'Cause every time I see your bubbly face, I get the tingles in a silly place. It starts in my toes and I crinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while now. Just take your time wherever you go. The rain is falling on my window pane, but we are hiding in a safer place. Undercover, staying dry and warm. You give me feelings that I adore. They start in my toes, make me crinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always know that you make me smile. starts in my toes, makes me crinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while now, just take your time wherever you go. I've been asleep for a while now. You tuck me in just like a child now. 'Cause every time you hold me in your arms, I'm comfortable enough to feel your warmth. It starts in my soul and I lose all control. When you kiss my nose, the feeling shows. 'Cause you make me smile, baby, just take your time now, holding me tight. Wherever, wherever, wherever you go. Wherever, wherever, wherever you go. Wherever you go, I always know. 'Cause you make me smile, even just for a while. Will you count me in? I've been awake for a while now. You got me feeling like a child now.
We will now hear from the Clearwater High School Band under the direction of Mr. Derek Kibler. But before I do that, Brock, now that the lights are coming back on, stand back up again so we can see you. There we go. Mr. Hibley. Thank you. I am now pleased to present the Clearwater High School graduating class of 2021. Each of these students has fulfilled all the requirements for graduation from Clearwater High School USD 264 in the state of Kansas. I recommend that each of these students be awarded a diploma by Mr. Chris Cooper and our Board of Education, Diane Nicholson as president. Our Board of Education members will present the diplomas to our students. Students will be congratulated by Superintendent Mr. Chris Cooper and Senior Speaker Mr. Seth Rowe. The names will be read by the Clearwater High School Assistant Principal, Mr. Heath Elliott.
Parker Chase Stevens. Avery Eileen Schill. Abby Mae Hutchinson. Christian David Hastings. Araya Sky McCoy. Novalee Lane Larson. Kendall Don Lawrence. Jackson Elliott Bishop. Clinton Lee Lambert. Logan Cale Patrick. Emma Marie Willis. Savannah Isabel Ray Lynn Schul. Gracie Laurie Irene Hasty. Macy Ray McCrae. Gracie Laurie Childs. Richard Joseph Wolf. Carly Ann Lill. Ethan Lorenz Woodring. Sarah Ann Cotton. Olivia Bryn Waymeyer. Morgan Kathleen Thomas. Gavin John Luckner. Ashton Gunnar Gillespie. Lane Mitchell Asbury. Brock Ethan Damel. Alex Ryan McCauley. Trenton Thomas Bowler. Austin Levi Irwin. Samuel Joseph Costello. Alana Christine Cohen. Dalen Edward Ankerholz. Jacob Lawrence Walter. Brock Paul Toothaker. Ireland Marie Cotton. Mackenzie K. Hazlitt. Jace Bradley Ives. Brianna Beth Woods. Shelby Blake Womack. Chloe Janelle Middleton. Lane Garrett Pierce. Kevin Dale Weeks. Thomas Wendell Norman. Ethan James Kunkel. Ashley Nicole Stimson. Kendall Lee Clevenger. Bryn May Noland. Austin Carl Carlson. Jack Robert Roush. Tanner Shane Cash. Ethan James Luckner. Jacob Michael McCune. Reagan Michelle Hinkle. Elizabeth Addison Kennedy. Jake Stephen Wellington. Zachary Ryan Trotter. Seth Tyler Sickles. Cole Stephen Carruthers. Corianne Marlene Phelps. Lauren Deanne Lebo. Catherine Lucille Schroeder. Brett Joseph Noland. Caden Patrick Carlson. Jillian Marie Lawrence. Caden Nolan Smith. Gabriel Sebastian Morning. Joshua James Youngers. Austin Joseph Bauman. Madison Alexis Dunn. Trinity Michelle Sickles. Omega Angel Wise. Jonathan Thomas Teeter. Gavin Alexander Wright. Carter Robert Headley. Orion Hafe Richardson. William Robert Prey. Logan James Cohen. Ashton Joseph Aiden Debely. Alec John Wilson. Sean Patrick Wayne Harris. We have a couple others graduating from us this year as well that we didn't mention yet. One will be mentioned a little bit later. The other is tough to put in words, and I don't have the words. He's an amazing man. On behalf of the students, staff, community, I think we can all say there's no one more dedicated, no one that cares more about students, no one that pours his hearts in and roots for students like this man, Mr. Bob Mellon. On behalf of all of us whose lives you've touched, I want to say it's been an honor and a privilege, Mr. Mellon.
Thank you, but I need to take care of one thing because there's a whole bunch of them here that I forgot to give a flower to, so I'm coming down. Sorry, I forgot that, guys. As they told me, I had one job today, and that was to get you a flower. Mr. Elliott, thank you for the kind words, and thank you all. It's truly been my honor and privilege to get to work, and it's not been work. It's been a great ride. Thank you. No student arrives at this graduation day by themselves. It truly takes the support of family, friends, teachers, to help a student get guided along the way, along the journey. If I could please have all parents of today's graduates please stand. We would like to congratulate you and thank you for your love and support throughout the years. All parents, please stand. Just as you seniors are leaving Clearwater High School, there are two dedicated teachers within the district that are retiring this year. Carol Howell, music teacher at Elementary West, and our very own Chuck Reitberger, our social studies teacher and athletic coach here at Clearwater High School. Chuck will retire after 34 years of education as teacher and coach, the last 29 here at Clearwater High School. Mr. Reitberger, would you please stand and let us thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reitberger. Okay, class of 2021, please stand. Graduates, you may move your tassels. I have very much enjoyed our time together, and it has truly been a privilege for me to get to work with each and every one of you. You have made a positive difference in the lives of each of your families, and you've made a positive difference in the lives of all of us here at Clearwater High School. Your impact will be felt long after today. Always be proud that you graduated from Clearwater High School. Use your talents, use your gifts, use your virtues to continue to make a positive difference, not just in your life, but more importantly in the lives of others. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. I wish you much happiness in life, and I say job well done.